online business advice feels harder for you than it seems to be for everybody else, I want you to hear this very clearly. This is not a motivation problem, but this is what happens when one size fits all online business advice actually meets real life. So kids, exhaustion, limited time, zero room for error. So if you're a mom that is trying to build something online, this mismatch is going to quietly burn you out. So that's why in this video, I'm going to explain why this happens, why and how it messes with your confidence, and what to do before you try any other strategy. Most online business advice assumes that you have unlimited energy, that you have emotional bandwidth, you have consistent energy, and that you can show up the same way every single day. And us moms simply do not have that. One size fits all online business advice works for those whose life structure doesn't really change much. But when your capacity changes, like kids, stress, sickness, seasons, then forcing the same strategies and advice is going to cost you. And it just doesn't cost you with burnout, but it costs you with self-doubt. And here's the dangerous part is when the advice doesn't work, we don't blame the advice, but we end up blaming ourselves, and we say things like, I'm not consistent enough, I'm not disciplined enough, everybody else can do this, why can't I? But the truth is when we're forcing strategies that don't actually fit our lives, how we naturally show up with our season of life, our personality, what we're doing is we end up hijacking our nervous systems and we end up confusing commitment and pressure. That's why restarting feels easier than choosing, and it's not because you're quitting, and that's not it at all. But what your system is doing, what your nervous system is doing, is actually protecting itself. So you don't need another strategy right now. You don't need to start over. What you do need is clarity before commitment. Clarity around how you naturally communicate, how you lead, how you make decisions, and what kind of structure actually fits your life. Because once you know that, you stop forcing yourself into somebody else's lane. If you're done forcing one size fits all online business advice, I've created the Clarity in 10, and this is going to give you a clear starting point, and it's a simple process that helps you understand how you naturally show up in the online space so that you can decide what your next move is going to be without panic. If you related to this video, or maybe you know somebody that can relate to this video, I would love a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video where I talk about why copying successful creators is actually keeping you stuck. We'll see you there.